Hello again, happy Tuesday. Sorry if you're sick of seeing me today, but here I am for the second time. Which is why I'm still wearing the same outfit. With my not very user-friendly sleeves. That's the problem, you know, you get them to look lovely and then you've got user-unfriendly sleeves. As I found out when I was trying to wash dishes. Excuse me, I'm still suffering with my allergies. Suffering with allergies, suffering with the fact that I'm not going grey, except at the sides. Anyway, what have I been doing? Well, Sue, my companion in crime, or whatever you want to call her, is working now, so sadly the only day she was free this week was yesterday, and unfortunately I had to go to the hospital. Nothing serious, don't worry about me. So that was the one day we could have collided, but unfortunately we couldn't. So it's going to be next week before I see her now. You know, why do people have to go back to work? Very inconvenient for me. Sorry, Sue, if you're watching. I know she's happy to get back into work again. Sorry about that, I'm drinking a nice cappuccino. Right, what have I been up to? Not a huge lot, except I'm suffering with some kind of an allergy to something or other that I can't quite fathom out what it is. I've even treated it as if it's a cold, just in case, but it isn't, I'm sure it's not. Yeah. Anyway, as to what I've been doing, I did manage to block the sand dollar. If I can get her to turn around, woman. She's just not nothing's cooperating with me today. Do you ever have one of those days? Gosh, it reminds me of Elvis Presley, doesn't it? Do you ever have one of those days, boys? That's the sand dollar. I'll leave it that way around. I'm not turning around again. I'm sure I've got splinters there. There we go. She's all blocked. So I went shopping on Saturday for food shopping, and of course I had to look at the magazine rack, as one does. And I got a copy of Crochet Now, which is again issue, oh gosh, looks like 25. I mean, my eyes are running anyway, so putting my glasses on wouldn't make a whole lot of difference actually. I think it's issue 25 anyway. You look for the cover. Look for the cover. I have to remember that things glare, so I have to tip them forward. Not an awful lot in it for me, sadly. It's more amigurumi, you know, small things, issues, whatever. That is a pattern that you have to buy from Sirdar. And I don't know whether that's in the book or not. It's advertising. The Florist collection is a brand new this month from our friends at West Yorkshire Spinners. There is a gorgeous shawl pattern available as a single leaflet. Now you have to buy it, as well as a knitting pattern book to support the collection. Find out more at wyspinners.com. So it's like westyorkshirespinners.com, isn't it? Excuse me, I'm going to have to wipe my nose again. It's terribly inconvenient, this. It's like having a tap attached to the end of your nose. Right, let's have a little look at what's in. Kinko patterns. Now these are nice if you're a doggy owner. Are you watching, Grace? Grace has been making some, I don't know whether you've watched her video or not, GB Maltese. She's been making some little cup cozies that have little dogs on them. Oh gosh, if this nose doesn't stop running, I'm just going to permanently sit with a tissue. Right, this is Diamond Cowl Forever. And it's done in a cotton double knit. That's a spring market shawl. bright enough. I don't think I like it done in all those colours. I think I would rather it done in more subtle colours or just in one. But that's just me. The new range from the West Yorkshire Spinners is all like pastel shades. I wish they'd make their mind up which is this year's colour. Some people are saying pastel shades, other people are saying it's purple. I even looked at all the fashion shows that were on YouTube, you know, the London Fashion Week and that. And the variety of colours was just amazing. There was no like one colour that stood out. So I don't know what the colour is. Not that I'm that bothered, because I'm not that fashionable, if you know what I'm saying. That's Moroccan Nights. It's a cushion. I did get a visit from Kelly last week. I'm Yarn Inspired. But we didn't make a video. We were just having a good old natter. So that is a hexagon blanket. Now I don't know how long this battery on here will last, because I haven't had time to recharge it between the hashtag Meet the Maker video I just did. Bohemian Bonbon. As I said in that video, I was supposed to put everything on hashtag day by day with photographs. But my Instagram, I don't know. It just won't work. It's just sticking and it's... As for putting pictures on, it just keeps saying loading, loading, and nothing ever happens. So I just give up. I don't have a lot of patience at the best of times. Well, this is introducing the Rico toy box. But in this issue, you've only got the duckling. Whether they're going to do different animal each month, I don't know. I don't know. Because as you know, I'm not. I think they're all sweet. I think they're all lovely. And I hold my hat off, take my hat off, I should say, to anybody who makes them. But it's not for me. Then that's just saying about the stitch markers. That's the free gift that came. They're a stitch marker, but they've got like a little pin, peg on the end of them, you know, a spring peg on the end. And that's so you can put little notes on saying what hook you're using or what page you're up to or whatever. I'd break these plastic stitch markers for fun, honestly I'd do. That one's called the Dubai Spring Kaftan. I'm the kiss of death to anything like plastic. I just break them. That's Boston Harbour. It's absolutely super, super thick yarn, that. As I mentioned in my other video, I've got quite a few cowls and that are not listed on my Etsy shop yet. In my Etsy shop, I should say. But the weather's changing. It is still cold, but it's actually looking sunny, you know, so I'm like, shall I put them on? I suppose I could do. People might live in the, like the Nuke of the North, couldn't they? Moroccan yarn basket and hook pot. Looks like it's done in sort of like a rug wool or something, that, doesn't it? What's it done in? Super chunky. Recycled fibre. Ah, that's why it looks a bit cottony, yeah. I must find my sari yarn upstairs. I've got some lovely sari yarn. Playful poncho. Little fur boots. Vibrant tile cushions. Moroccan motif baby blanket. What else have we got? Oh, Casablanca the camel. Bazaar bag. Don't even like the tapestry type of crochet. That is a Rowan pattern. It says Art of Knitting, but I think it's a crochet. But it's not in the magazine. It's just an advert for a pattern. I don't make large items, as I've told you before. Oh, now that Sue and I have been there, the Cold Spring Mill in Bradford. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it's lovely, and it's got a nice cafe. We went, and apparently they have a knitting group. Is it on a Tuesday in the coffee shop? Yeah, 10:30 AM, a drop-in knit. So it's Bradford, West Yorkshire, it said. It's a nice little place. It was sort of in the middle of, well, it's more like the countryside. Sue took me, well, maybe a couple of years back. It's very nice. We had a nice little sandwich and a cup of coffee. That's Elaine's blanket, if you can see it. It's all very pale colours. Well, I had a change yesterday. I was in my holiday home next door. Julie had to go to the hospital and she was going to be there all day. So I was keeping Buddy, her dog, company. Because he gets a little fretful when he's on his own all day. So that's where I was yesterday, in my holiday home. I love that place. It's so lovely and bright. You know, they've got a conservatory at the back. So nice. But I didn't like to take a video. I didn't like being cheeky. That Rowan book also came with the magazine. It's got a shawl in it that's all done in circles. It's, what else has it got in it? Oh, there they are. Oh, what's in it? And that's what's in the little book. What have I been doing? Well, I still haven't put linings in the bags yet. More laces arrived, so I'm ready. I'm just poised. But I just haven't got around to it yet. As I showed in my other, I'm drying these. They are made out of cotton. They are boho bags. They're just the fringe is doing one on its own there, but they're not lined yet, so they're not ready for putting on Etsy yet. Oh, it's curling up still. I was hoping that would stay down because it was curling before, but it's still damp, yeah, so there's time, isn't there? And the other one I made, this is using some craft cotton I had. The other one I made has got little flowers on it, 2 shades of pink. Again, it's not been lined yet. I've got to find some plain white material for that. The only material I've got in white at the moment is a sort of netting, and that won't look right as a lining, will it? It's the same with the last I've crocheted a bag that's black, so I'm going to need just black lining for that. So I will get around to me sewing one day. I am just not organised. I mean, we were talking about this in the video that I just made, which is called Meet the Makers, and one of the questions was like organising your time and things, and I still haven't. When you consider that I live on my own, I've got no responsibilities, I've got no children to cook for, no husband to cook for. My time is my own, really. I don't know why I find it so difficult to organise my time into so many hours of this and so many hours of that. I mean, I blame Facebook, I blame the internet, I blame YouTube, because it robs me of my time. And that's what I blame. Right, I'm currently crocheting a shawl, which I'll show you. I'm using this Sparkles yarn that I got in a sale at Kemp's. I don't know whether you can still get it. I just, like I say, I got mine in a sale in Kemp's and they don't have any more of it now. Is it called Natural, I think it's called. It's got little bits of glints of gold in it. I was crocheting it while I was waiting at the hospital, because I can't do with sitting in hospitals when they keep you waiting for about an hour. Can't be coping with it. So I started making the, it's just going to be the Doris Chan All Shawl. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's All Shawl, A-double-L, All Shawl by Doris Chan. You do a lot small like this, and then at the bottom you've got a lacy edging, but obviously I haven't got to the lacy edging yet. But I think the colours in it are so subtle and gorgeous, aren't they? I would have made something a little bit more complex with this yarn, but as I was sort of sitting, you know, waiting, I can't concentrate on anything too lacy, but I have to keep looking at every row, you know. And I didn't want to do another all shawl, another virus shawl in it. So that's what it was. Oh, I have to make a confession to you all and all. I'm not getting updates. You know, when people leave me comments on my YouTube, I'm not getting any updates in my emails. And I thought everybody deserted me. I thought, this is funny. You know, nobody's put a comment, you know, even if it's don't make any more videos. But I don't know why I'm not getting notifications. So now I have to remember to go and look on YouTube to see if there's any comments on each of my videos. But I still haven't replied to a lot of them yet, so apologies. All I can say is I've not been myself, as you know. Various medical problems, including my diabetes, which is still out of control, but that's just another matter, isn't it? Probably my own fault for drinking and eating things that have sugar in them. You know, why don't I do as I'm told? Who knows? I'm a rebel. I am a rebel. Anyway, I'm going to go now before this video shuts itself down on me, because as I said, I don't know how much is left on the battery life. Hopefully I'll make another video before Sue comes, because Sue's not coming until next week. So I'm hoping that I will get around to lining these bags and finishing them all off. More laces arrived as well, but I'm not showing you that because I'll show you when they're on the bags. So I need to get some smaller things made, because although I've put lots of things on the Etsy shop, I don't know whether people are not in the mood for buying big items, but things are a little bit slow in that department, which is not making me very happy. So I'm going to start making some smaller items that hopefully will be more what people are actually wanting. So, if you can think of any nice items, small, that I can make, and please don't say how amigurumis, please. No. I think I would go bankrupt before I made amigurumis. I hate making them. They're lovely. I admire anybody who makes them, but I hate making them. Two things in my life I hate making. Afghans, big things like Afghans, no patience for them at all. And tiny little things like that, you know, with arms, legs, faces, no, no. So I'm looking really for ideas that I'm going to make with small items. I tried baby items and they didn't sell, so I'm going on to things hopefully like the bags and different things like that. And summer sweaters maybe, you know, the sleeveless type for the summer when it arrives in England. Although it's arrived in most other parts of the country, well not country, countries I should say. People in the US have actually got spring already, you know, but here's a little bit slow. Still got the wet decking, although the sun is trying its best to shine. It's still freezing out there. Trust me, freezing. It is not a day to be going outside, even wearing what I'm wearing. I would need to put a thick coat on. Because I had a thick coat on yesterday when I went to the hospital. I was huddled up, I had a fur collar on it, because I hadn't taken a hat or anything. So I was huddled up with the fur collar over my ears, trying to keep the wind out of it while I was waiting for the taxi home. I'm such a wimp. Right, well hopefully I will have more to show you when I come on next time, because I've just not been very productive. I don't know what's wrong with me. I put it down to lack of sunshine, spring malaise, whatever you want to call it. Still got the winter blues. Or could it be that I'm just lazy? That could be it as well. I'm having a touch of lazyitis. So my Gothic sleeves and I will bid you farewell. And I shall have to tuck them up if I want to do any more washing dishes, because it was quite a feat trying to keep them out of the water. When I'm rich, I'm going to have a dishwasher. Oh, sorry, my knee hurt. Right, I'm going to say farewell to you all, and I hope you're having a lovely week and that you're all far more productive than I am and everything's going swimmingly and you've got no unravelling to do. And, you know, I hope all your projects turn out well. See you soon. Bye now.